Welcome everyone back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is DFree. Here today I am joined by Hydro, so we are showing off the brand new tech Golden Frieza Extreme Z Awakening. So hope you guys enjoy. Of course, hit that subscribe if you are new for more content. And let me know how you guys feel about this EZA down below in the comments. So that being said, when it comes down to Frieza, the breakdown for this unit is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a before and after. So very, very brief. The super attack did wind up changing. It now does massive defense reduction on the super attack, which is a whopping 80%. So it went from just being greatly, which is 50, to being massive, which is 80. So that's nice. Now, the biggest issue with Frieza initially was he was basically trash when you dip below 50% HP. That was this unit's issue forever. Upon release of Super Battle Road, the original version of Super Battle Road and all that stuff before they added the new stages, and just always, until now, the biggest issue was that. Now, of course, he did wind up getting better because teams got better, because it became harder to dip below 50%, which led to him being a better unit in general. That being said, now, the passive, the way it works is he gets an 80% attack increase at the start of the turn, so he no longer loses his attack below 50% HP. And other than that, he gets 80% damage reduction when HP is 50% or above. So his main damage reduction is still gated above 50% HP. But he now has an additional passive. He gets an additional 50% attack when HP is 50, basically 50, but 49% or below. So let me repeat that. 50% attack increase additionally. So the 80 and 50 combined when HP is 49% or below. And he now has damage reduction of 50%. So he still has a reduction, but it turns into 50% reduction. That's the way I'm reading it anyway. So that being said, he is really good now in all facets of the unit, and he also has more offense. He, in fact, gets better offensively when you get lower in HP. Those are the stats that he, by the way, has, and stuff like that. By the way, Hydros, I just want to explain this, because it got really bad in the Broly one when we did our make-believe EZA for physical Broly. Like, there was a number of comments that said, "Oh, those aren't the stats he's going to have." These are the stats that we had when we were trying to tweak this unit before this even came out, right?
Yes, this is his exact stats. Before it even came out.
Yeah, people think that when we do those fake EZAs and I say that those are the exact stats that they're going to have, they're not the right stats. Like, Broly's stats were just trash. Like, his defense was still, I think, below 10k. It was just bad. I
think it was below 9.
Yeah, like, and, those aren't the real stats. I just want to point that out. So, like, guys, if you ever tune into one of our make-believe EZAs, we're basically never, ever wrong on those stats. And I'm saying that seriously. Like, they're never wrong. Because
like, you can go back to Gogeta. I showed you Gogeta's before his even came out at all. And it was exactly right.
Yeah, we did the same for Gotenks. That's just how it is. They're just never really wrong. But by the way, Hydro's here. You could have got Fierce Battle, but it's fine. You get double support, so it's fine. 2 million. 2 million, no Fierce Battle, by the way. But I wanted to point that out, though, in all seriousness, because, yeah, that's something that I see sometimes. And it's like, no, those are the exact stats. So, like, Buhan, all that, those are the exact sets they'll have by the time they EZA, because it's a very simple formula, as you said multiple times, that they use.
Like, different units before EZAs have all different EXP gains that they all have, but EZAs, there's only one set of EZA multipliers that level them up. Only one. There's not multiple different ones. There's only one that applies to EZAs as a whole. So all units are covered under it.
Yeah, so those are the stats, long story short. So right here, I mean, these units are just slow burns. They want to get hit and get attack increases and stuff. Float STR. And you can put AGL in the front. And try not to give the Frieza in the middle a super, if that's possible. Yeah, go give him the oranges on the right. Yeah, and you should be able to get one red. Okay, purple. Perfect. And avoid the super here.
Okay.
I don't really think it matters. I think Cooler might beat it, but for the sake of it, I would like to take some damage. That's the main thing about Frieza, though. Going back to Frieza, he's one of those units that will be better on Super Battle Road versus just being a regular independent unit on your traditional Dokkan events, because Dokkan events simply do not do enough damage if your team is anything above average, right? If your team, it doesn't have to be duped out, full rainbow deck team. It doesn't have to be that. If you just have good units, it shouldn't be too hard to stay above 50% HP. So like in most cases, he's going to be a unit that kind of struggles to dip that low. So right here, put Frieza on the front. It's fine. Yeah. Well, does he have an attack link? If you put him in the middle, put him in the middle.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. He's triggering another one with himself. So put Int in the front. And then, yeah, there you go. So I would like to get that attack. And I also would like Int to maybe get super attacked, hopefully. Like, Int has damage reduction too, but we'll see. And we also haven't been checking the stats. So
I pulled them up while you were talking before, I believe. Like, well, I showed them once, but I'll do it again.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, there's a super, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see how much this does. A whopping 45k, watch. Oh, 96, thank you.
Let's just double that a bit.
Yeah, literally, huh? It was the defense reduction kicked in. Okay, Frieza. 1.9, okay. And he had a 1.9 million attack stat. That's actually really good. 1.9 is really good. For a unit that also has the damage reduction built in, that's literally all he needed. He needed two things. He needed not to be useless below 50%, which again, as somebody that's been playing this game basically since release, I can tell you, when Frieza came out, the biggest issue with that man was he was garbage below 50%. Well, that and he struggled to be on the team. Like, you didn't want to really run him on the teams that were available. I mean, like mono tech, sure, but like whatever. But he was garbage. But below 50 anyway, which was pretty easy to do. So, yeah. Turles transform, great. That's perfect.
I was gonna say, look what happens.
Yeah, avoid the super. Click there. The blue. Avoid the super in the middle.
Oh, that should avoid it.
Yeah, and then give Turles the one red. Yeah. So that's all he needed, really. Is to just not be trashed below 50.
Turles, you could have got more if you hadn't transformed, but no, you got to transform on us. So you only get one red. Oh.
Yes, 150. It's so good that Vegeta reduces defense. I'm sure that's playing a big factor.
Well, you better hope he doesn't super one more time.
It's not funny, Hydros.
He's got 4 more just waiting.
No. He doesn't super twice. Nice try. The only Dokkan events that super twice, disregarding the Kid Buu event, because Physical Buu does it as a gimmick repeatedly. Every single attack he does is a super attack. The only one that does, by the way, this is our good rotation. Below 50 is where we are now. So give him the greens. We have supports, everything. Show me them stats too. The only ones that do are Kid Goku, the new one, and then Merge Zamasu. Merge Zamasu was a problem, bro. For a while, Merge Zamasu was a problem. 60k defense with the reduction, not bad. So give him that green.
All them greens.
All them greens. All right.
You'll get that. Because no one likes that Frieza.
That Frieza is actually pretty solid. I chose him over Int Meta Cooler. 2.39, so 2.4. 2.395, I think. So yeah, round it up. 2.4. That's a good number. That's a good number for a unit like this. And he's applicable to a lot of teams. You can do some really good shenanigans defensively with like him, Int Janemba, and like other units like that on like, movie bosses, excuse me. Stuff like that, Resurrected Warriors. There's just a lot of different scenarios where that card is good, man. 2.4, that's a good number. It's not absurdly good, right? But the damage reduction too can't be ignored. The fact that he has that, and some general links that are common, like Super Saiyan, oh my god, Shocking Speed and Fierce Battle among villains. That's stuff that's not going to go anywhere. The only way that this unit could perform any better than he did in this is, for one, varying amounts of supports, right? Wicked Bloodline does offer 170 across the board, but really what this Frieza is hampered by is that he has those Resurrection F movie links. He has the Resurrection F link, which is a 700 attack link, and then he has Super God Combat, which is a 15% attack link, and neither of those links are proccable on his teams that he would be applicable to, because they're either with Golden Friezas or with SSG Goku or Vegeta cards, and he's not able to really be applicable on teams with those units. unless there's a Goku I'm missing or something that has full power, which Frieza actually has. So maybe I'm doubting it though. But regardless, that's the only way, and that's a lot of attack that he's missing. So he could really proc better if he really wanted to. So regardless, though, that is it. Hydros, do you have anything else to add here before we get out?
No, I'm good.
All right, man. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe if you're new. Make sure you do check out Hydros. Link will be down below. And let me know again what you guys think about the Frieza. And at some point, we'll be back with a Super Battle Road Showcase. Have an awesome day, everyone.